Nope. Check.
Check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check. Check, check. Check, check, check. What the hell's going on today? Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check.
And hello everyone and welcome to Monroe Stadium for tonight's second round game of the 2015 playoffs. It's the 3A East Regional semifinal game between the visiting Brentsville Tigers and your James Monroe Yellow Jackets. We're getting set for the national anthem here at Monroe Stadium. All right, our national anthem from the Monroe Singers here at Monroe Stadium. I'm Herman Kay with Bob Blackburn, bringing you tonight's postseason matchup between two Conference 28 teams. It's win or go home for the second week in a row, and the Yellow Jackets are in familiar territory once again. Last week, the Yellow Jackets cruised to an impressive 56-0 rout of Armstrong High School in the first round of the playoffs. It was a balanced effort from the offense as tailback DJ Weldon ran for 120 yards on 10 carries and 2 first-quarter touchdowns. Quarterback A.J. Felton threw for 3 touchdowns, 2 to senior receiver Darius Odie Leacock. Felton completed 70% of his passes for 132 yards as well. And the offense gained over 400 yards of total offense, and the defense surrendered only 78 total yards. Armstrong had 71 rushing yards and 7 yards passing on the night, led by Deontay Nelson. The defense forced 5 turnovers, including 3 interceptions by Dre Boley, Deontay Nelson, and Darius Leacock. We just had the coin toss here at Murray Stadium. Nice crowd on hand on a chilly, cool night here in November. And this game is just getting underway. Yellow Jackets kick it off to Brentsville. End-over-end kick taken at the 12-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets coming up and defending good kickoff coverage. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line, Bob.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that was an example of their speed, because it didn't look like there was much of it coming up the field. But, of course, I'll jinx them if I keep on with that.
So 1st and 10 for Brentsville, the Tigers from their 27-yard line. 11:53 just getting underway here in this opening quarter in this playoff game. Brentsville from the Evergreen District, 3A East Conference 28. And here we go from the line of scrimmage. And they run from a single wing at times. And the ball carrier, nice run out across the 30 to about the 33.5-yard line. Nice gain on 1st down.
Yeah, they're primarily a running team from what I understand. And it looks like they have the backs in the backfield to do the job.
So Brentsville picking up 6 yards on that initial opening play. That's going to set up a 2nd down and about 4 yards to go for the Tigers at their own 33-yard line. No score, just getting underway. Quarterback under center. Quick hitter up the middle into the secondary.
How about that?
Slips a tackle into JM territory. Down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. What a run. Nice trap blocking in the middle of that offensive line, Bob. Huge hole, and Brentsville are here to play.
Yeah, it was strange. They lined up in an I formation, didn't they?
Yeah.
Gave to the second back through, and he just took off.
So 1st and 10 for Brentsville at the James Monroe 38-yard line. Got one receiver split to the far side of the field from the old-fashioned I formation. Quarterback under center, turns, hands it off, and not much of a gain on that 1st down play, maybe 2 yards down to the James Monroe 36-yard line.
As always, if you get a good stop on that 1st down, then that kind of puts a little whammy on them.
You know, we were talking about James Monroe's success last week against Armstrong, Bob, but tonight's game will be a tougher test for the Jackets as they face a game Brentsville team. That means that Brentsville are up to the task against this tough James Monroe football team. 2nd and 9 facing the Tigers from the JM 37-yard line. Again, a quick hitter. Yellow Jackets stay home. No gain on that play. And let's see if we can't pick up some players. That's number 9 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Franklin. Oh, it might have been Cord Lucas, Bob, who came up to wrap up the ball carrier.
Oh, they got some stingers on that D. They got some
So
stingers.
3rd down, and we'll say 8 yards to go for the Tigers at the James Monroe 36-yard line. 9:45 and counting down here in this opening quarter, and Brentsville in JM territory, trying to put together a drive here and get on the scoreboard. Probable passing down here from the I formation. Quarterback turns again up the middle into the secondary. Nice cut back on the inside, down inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. They've found something, Bob, on this near side, and a huge hole. And the Yellow Jackets are in trouble now. They've got to stop this running game by Brentsville.
Yeah, it just seems like two stuffs and then one long run. That's in 2 series. That's what they've done.
Number 4 checking into the Brentsville lineup, bringing in a play. Number 15 split to the far side of the field for the Tigers. That's Adam Keyser. Here we go again from the I. Quarterback under center. Turns, hands it off. Going to bounce it to the outside. Big running back, number 17. Deshaun Denny, 6'1", 170, a junior, bounced it to the outside and picked up additional yards. And they will mark the ball at the James Monroe 6-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like these running backs are for real. And Jackets keep making good stops over on one side of the line. And then it seems like they keep going left on us. And having a little success there.
You know, we're talking about a common opponent for both teams would be Spotsylvania. Yellow Jackets blew out Spotsylvania, and it was last week Brentsville had to hang on to a narrow win against Spotsylvania. Here we go. Number 17 on the carry, slipping tacklers down to about the 1 yard line. That's going to be enough for Brentsville first down inside the James Monroe 3 yard line.
Yeah, let's see if the Jackets can come up with a stone wall here.
Kind of catching the Yellow Jackets off guard here to open up this football game, making it look real easy running the ball against this tough James Monroe defense.
Yeah, and it's not a good omen for the Jackets not to stop that opening drive.
Receivers split to the near and far side of the field. Quarterback under center. Fumbles the football. It's a pileup. Did the Yellow Jackets come up with that loose football? No indication. And I think Brentsville might have gotten it back.
One way or the other, it's not good news for the Tigers.
So a loss of a yard, Bob, down inside. And the quarterback, that ball just never got into his hands. And it was a fumble. And the Yellow Jackets get a break. It's 2nd and goal from the 2 yard line.
Yeah, I'd hate to say, I wonder if they have a field goal kicker yet. And I'm just hoping the Jackets can stifle them here. And then we'll take our chances.
Receivers once again split to the near and far side of the field from the I formation. They turn and they give it off to number 17. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. 2 yard touchdown run by Brentsville. And they draw blood at first in this football game, and they did it relatively easy, Bob, pushing the ball down the field against the James Monroe defense.
Yeah, they look like a solid team, a solid running team, and I made a remark about the speed of their backs. I guess they're going to punish me on the power part.
So here we go. Yellow Jackets. Brentsville going for 2, and they keep it on the ground, and he reaches for the end zone. It's a 2-point conversion attempt. It is good. Brentsville opening up this football game with the opening drive and a 2-point conversion attempt. 7:40 to go. Timeout in this playoff game. 3A East Conference 28 semifinals. It's Brentsville 8, James Monroe nothing. Back after this timeout. Welcome back to Morris Stadium. 7:40 to go. 8-0 Brentsville. And I think, Bob, that might be second or third time this year we've seen an opponent take the opening drive and march it down the field and score against this JM defense.
Yeah, I was going to say that I know probably happened against Dinwiddie and Cortland, and you know how that came out. So I'm
short kick by Brentsville, and a Yellow Jacket fall on it at their 49-yard line, but a flag on the play might be an offsides penalty against Brentsville. So we'll have to wait and see here what the penalty call is. If it's offsides, don't you have an option?
Yeah, and it looks like the Jackets going to have to kick it off again. I mean, the Brentsville Tigers would have to kick to the Jackets again.
Seems like the Yellow Jackets could have taken it at their own 49, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Brentsville, and they'll tee it up at the 35-yard line. So back deep for the Yellow Jackets, it's number 2, Matt Felton, and Leacock is the other return man back for James Monroe. Yellow Jackets might run this thing back. It's going to be a short kick, and it's the Yellow Jackets on a return And they picked up 3 yards on that return ball.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? They like to gamble, too. You know, they're thinking, okay, well, we might have picked up. Wow, are those flags on?
Yeah, flag on the play. Let's see who that flag is on. A return of about 8 yards into Brentsville territory, down to the 49-yard line. So a discussion here with the referees, the officials, and the referee is coming toward us to tell us what the call was.
Holding jam.
Going to be a call against the Yellow Jackets. I certainly hope it's not deja vu all over again from that King George game.
Wow.
So the penalty against the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to push the Yellow Jackets back down inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. I can see some of the JM players, Bob, on offense clapping their hands. They want to get this thing going.
Yeah, they want to get that touchdown back real quick.
Number 12, Jalen Price, split to the near side of the field, operating from the shotgun formation. First and 10 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Referee holding up football. Yellow Jackets, and that's going to be a jet sweep. And the Yellow Jackets might have picked up a couple of yards on that play. So the Yellow Jackets, Bob, trying to utilize that speed early in this football game. Yellow Jackets going with a no huddle, hurry up here. Trying to catch this Brentsville defense off guard. Yellow Jackets, nice run, nice hold. And that's going to be number 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Weldon on the carry. Picks up another 2-3 yards. That's going to set up a third and about 3 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Another no huddle.
Yep. Trying to catch him off guard defensively. Quarterback, he's going to run the football, cuts it inside, dives forward. Going to be shorter, picking up that first down. And it's going to be spotted at the James Monroe 44-yard line. Question here, will they go for it on 4th down? 4th down and a yard to go for the Yellow Jackets. And Coach Survey, is he going to take a timeout? Yes, he is. Nope, not going to take a timeout, but he's going to send this punt unit in there.
Yeah, I saw the disappointment on the offensive line there,
yes,
saying, hey, Coach, we could have done this.
Big moral victory there by Brentsville, the Yellow Jackets. Punter,
And
now we're getting a whistle rather. Let's see what that's all about. Flag on the far side of the field. He's trotting over. Give the call to the referee. No, he was rumbling over.
This doesn't look good. We've seen a lot of flags already, and most of them against JM.
And he gave the offsides penalty against the Yellow Jackets. Somebody must have lined up in a neutral zone there. So we got 2 early penalties against the Yellow Jackets already. You know, this crew is looking familiar, Bob.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it first, but I'm a little worried about this.
4th down and 7 yards to go. Punter standing back at his 25-yard line. Awaits the snap from the center. There's the snap, and it's a good one. Punter gets it a turnover, and it's going to be a fair catch, and he fumbles the football.
Yeah,
Yellow Jackets might have it.
That'll help.
Pile up right around the 38-yard line. Now they're going to give it to Brentsville.
Wow, I didn't see that. I saw 3 black jerseys all over that thing.
I saw the Yellow Jackets around it. Yellow Jackets. He came up with the football. How's he going to give it to Brentsville?
Yeah.
He had a JM player come out of the pile with the football, and they give the ball to Brentsville. Uh-oh.
Who are these guys? Okay.
So it's 1st and 10 for Brentsville. And the Yellow Jackets need to pick it up here defensively.
Yeah.
Brentsville at their 39-yard line. Split backfield. Quarterback turns And he's going to be hit in the backfield aggressively on defense. The Yellow Jackets come up with a big play.
Yeah, this, if they could get a 3 and out here, it would be good for their egos, and they really they are a momentum type team.
Be great for their mental psyche if they could get a 3 and out here. Loss of 3 yards. That's going to set up a second down, and about 13 yards to go for Brentsville. Ball at their 36-yard line. Receiver to the near side of the field. Quarterback. Looks like a single wing formation, and he's going to be tripped up. And he rolled 5 yards. Let's see where they spot the football. They actually brought it back. Back to the Brentsville 39-yard line. It's 3rd and 11 yards to go for Brentsville. And the Yellow Jackets seem to be playing inspired football now. They just need a hold on this 3rd down play ball.
Yeah, and if this isn't a passing down, there isn't one for Nokesville. I can tell you on this one.
Let's see if the Tigers will put the football in the air. 3rd and 11. Yellow Jackets showing blitz, and they keep it on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets come up big defensively. You got 8 Jays Monroe players on the ball carrier. And that's game tackling.
Yeah, and that's going to pay off on the switch over here.
Yellow Jackets played a little bit soft on that first possession, and they allowed Brentsville to drive the length of the field and get on the board. But this second time around, it was a little bit different. 4th and 5 yards to go. Punting down here for the Tigers. There's your snap and pressure, and it's going to be on the fly. The Yellow Jackets up the sideline. Turns on the Jets, pushed out of bounds in front of the Brentsville bench into Brentsville territory, down to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he caught that thing on the run, didn't he?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to light him up and go.
And a difficult punt. That thing was a line drive, and it was sinking. And that return man caught it on the fly and got a good return out of it. And do I see another penalty?
Oh, my gosh. Against Brentsville. Okay.
Penalty against Brentsville. That's insult to injury after that. Nope. Didn't see a penalty there. So the Yellow Jacket will have it 1st and 10 at the Brentsville 38-yard line. 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this fast-moving first quarter. The Yellow Jackets need a score. Quarterback looking, fires a pass over the intended receiver's head. That's Boley at 6'4".
Yeah, that's a high pass.
And he broke his pattern, Bob.
Yeah, he kind of did, didn't he?
It looked like the quarterback, Felton, waited for him to come out of his break, and Boley was slow coming out of his break, and the ball was delivered, but just a little bit high for number 1 to come up with the catch. Stopping the clock, 3:12 to go in this first quarter. 3A East Conference 28 semifinals, 2nd and 10 yards to go. Quarterback, that's going to be number 4, Weldon, on the carry down to the 35-yard line. Boy, what a fast-moving first quarter.
Yeah, it's coming right along, I tell you. I know it's going to be interesting to see if the Jackets score, whether they go for 1 or 2.
Yeah. 2:52 counting down here in the first quarter. Number 2 checking in, that's Matt Felton. And coming out for the Yellow Jackets, can't see the number. That's number 23. That's Gary Boxley. Felton looking, got a lot of room out in front, and he cuts it back to the inside, has the first down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
You know, that should be a called play. I tell you what, when he when he runs football, he's a dangerous guy.
That guy gets that football. It's that read option, Bob, and he kind of goes down the line of scrimmage And if it's there, he's gonna take that ball and run it. That time he made a good run and picked up the first down. First and 10 yards to go. James Monroe, Felton, and that's going to be Weldon, and he's going to be bottled up right near the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard.
And, you know, that Nokesville defense is pretty quick. They step up pretty good.
So Brentsville last week defeated Spotsylvania. Yellow Jackets defeating Armstrong to advance to this semifinal game tonight. Winner of this game tonight will play the winner of the Hopewell Skyline. That's going to be Felton. Felton bounces to the outside. 15, 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, James Monroe.
Look around for flags, right?
24-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, A.J. Felton. Tremendous speed. And this guy really reads his blocks, Bob.
He did. You see how he used that one on the corner?
It looked like he was going to keep it inside, but he stuck that foot in the ground and cut to the outside and literally went untouched into the end zone. Yellow Jackets will go for one here. Extra point attempt by James Monroe. Felton the holder. The kick, Marine gets it up, and it is good. So the Yellow Jackets pull to within one with 1:25 to go in this first quarter. Outscore. It's Brentsville 8, James Monroe 7. Back after this timeout. Welcome back to Murray Stadium. The Yellow Jackets are on the board as they get set to kick off to Brentsville here. That's Marine. This guy has a good foot. Let's see if he drives it toward the end zone. Straight away kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 6, 10, 15. Cuts it up the middle and out near the 30-yard line, so a good return. That's number 17, the all-purpose back for Brentsville. Deshaun Denny, Bob, 6'1", 170, a junior. This kid could do it all.
Yeah, he's doing right good. And see that shoestring tackle by number 44 for the Jackets?
Matt Abel coming up with the tackle on that kickoff return. Coverage, rather. First and 10 for Brentsville. Got a receiver split to the right side of the field, one to the left. Operating from the single wing I formation. And that's going to be a quick hitter up the middle, out near the 35-yard line. So a gain of 4 yards on that initial carry. That's going to set up a second down and about 6 yards to go.
Yeah, if the Jackets get another 3 and out here, I think their confidence will start rolling.
Yellow Jackets need to come up with another defensive stand here. Can't let this Brentsville team gain any momentum, Bob.
Right.
So the Yellow Jackets have got to shut them down. Receiver to the near and far side. Quarterback under center. Turns. And he hands it off to number 17. Not much there. Couple of JM players in on the stop as they stop Deshaun Denny, the junior. Gain of a yard, setting up a third down, and about 4 yards to go for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's a big play here. Of course, we know the Brentsville team doesn't think about passing.
Head coach for the Tigers is Ryan Smith. And they come from the Evergreen district. And that's going to end the first quarter of play in this 3A East Conference 28 semifinal game. Our score, it's Brentsville 8, James Monroe 7. Bob and I will be back after this. Welcome back to Maury Stadium. Semifinal game, playoff game. 12 more minutes of football here. 8-7, Brentsville. Entertaining first quarter, hasn't been, Bob?
Yeah, it was. It was surprising to me.
So here we go, 3rd and 4. And the Yellow Jackets, he slips. And he cuts it back into JM territory. Well, they're going to spot it right at midfield. Yellow Jackets had the containment, but a smart play by the running back, Bob. That was number 1. Eric Jones, 6'1", 180 junior. It was a lot of traffic inside, and he bounced it to the outside and picked up good yards.
Yeah, and it's unusual. They went right this time, wide right. And, usually, they for their bread and butter, they've been going to that left side of the line, and this time they went right.
First down for Brentsville at midfield. Just getting underway here in the second quarter. 8-7, Brentsville on top of the Yellow Jackets by a point. Quarterback. And again, number 17, this kid can run.
Yeah, he kicks him up, doesn't he?
Yep. Deshaun Denny, 6'1", 170 junior with Powell running inside. And the Yellow Jackets going to have to make some adjustments down inside. Going to have to beef it up, get some help. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just setting up and running the football at you.
Yeah, that formation, if they were a passing team, you would have said, okay, they're going to pass this time. And they continue to go out into what looks like a passing formation. I hope they don't have a secret for us.
Multiple formation here by Brentsville. It's a West Coast offense. And again, nice tackle inside by D.D. Nelson. If Nelson hadn't come up to make that stop, Bob, it would have been a big gain. And a gain of 3 down to the James Monroe 35-yard line. Second down and 7 yards to go.
They're gonna have to turn something back here. This looks like another drive.
Yellow Jackets, they're running between the tackles, and occasionally they'll run outside. Let's see what they do on this second down play. Yellow Jackets showing blitz. And again, that's number 17 on the carry. He got popped inside there. And that's Nelson again coming up with a second stop. 3rd and about 2 yards to go. Brentsville shuffling players in and out there, Bob. Number 75, he's a load. He's going in.
Yeah, they're definitely going to they're definitely going to use their running offense here, and that number 17 is definitely the guy that can do it. Wow.
6'3", 290. Number 75. Let's see if they run behind on the right side. Full house backfield, and number 17 again on the carry, and forward progress. Looks like he might have enough for the first down. Had to get to about the 28-yard line. So it's 3rd and about a yard to go for Brentsville. They got a signal first down. That looks short.
Yeah, the people on the JM side wanted a measurement, I think.
Yeah. And you can request a measurement, can't you, if you're the head coach?
I would think that you could. I don't think they charge anything for it, but they can always ignore you too.
First and 10 yards to go for Brentsville at the James Monroe 28-yard line. Number 17 on again on the carry, off guard on the left side, and a host of JM tacklers in on the stop.
Yeah, I wonder how durable that guy is. They certainly are running him halfway to death.
Boy, I'd like to see those corners come up to make.
Yeah.
That was Matt Felton coming up, make the hit. So Coach Griffin, the defensive coordinator, has made some adjustments out there. He's put about, looks like 6 in the box there.
You'd be pretty sure that Brentsville isn't a passing team.
Second down and 9 yards to go for Brentsville. Yellow Jackets bunched in there on defense. And let's see if that's going to be Brentsville taking a timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well. 3A East Conference 28 semifinal game. Winner of this game will advance to the conference championship next week. 8-7 Brentsville. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Morris Stadium, 8-7 Brentsville. And the Tigers taking a timeout there, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, Jackets need a big play here.
2nd and 9 facing the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets trying to dig in on defense here. I'd put 8 in the box if they're going to run the football.
Do what you got to do.
2nd and 9 yards to go. Quarterback under center. Turns, hands it off to number 6.
Trouble.
And we're going to get a holding call against Brentsville. Nice run. They picked up the first down, but it's going to be called back.
Got a break.
Somebody on the outside, one of those big linemen, hooked somebody on defense, and it's going to be a holding call against Brentsville.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder how a back can break it outside like that, and that's how he does it.
You got one of those nice friendly linemen that's holding for you.
All right, so these guys are the refs are on pace to
eclipse. In that King George JM game, where we had a total of 33 penalties.
33. That was just
unbelievable.
Yeah, it really was.
Penalty against Brentsville, the second, and about 13 yards to go for the Tigers at the JM 33-yard line. Quarterback under center, turns, hands it off to number 6, who bounced to the outside. This guy is quick, and he picks up the first down. My goodness, shot amazing. Out of a cannon. That's Donovan Hollins, 5'11", 160 senior. That's the same play they ran before when they had the holding call.
Yeah, they just said, let's go back to it again and make sure we don't hold. But those backs, yeah, I'm amazed.
Yeah.
No wonder they're a running football team. They've got some good backs.
And you know the thing about this football game, Bob, it's 1st and goal to go for Brentsville at the JM 10-yard line. I'll talk about that after this play. And that's number 6 again, puts his head down, but runs into about 3 JM players. You know what's making this game successful for Brentsville?
What's that?
They are controlling the tempo and the time on the clock and time of possession. When they've got the ball, they know JM can't score. So that's why we have an 8-7 ball game right now with 7:52 to go. They're running time off the clock. They're keeping possession of the football. And the Yellow Jackets don't have it on offense, so thus they can't score.
You got to hand it to the coaching staff over there. They've figured out a strategy that about the only thing that works against JM.
Ball at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 8. And my goodness, walked into the end zone. That's Austin Obermeyer. That's about an 8-yard touchdown run. Austin Obermeyer, 5'10", 160, a junior from 8 yards out. And Brentsville shredding this JM defense early with a 14-7 advantage. I don't know whether the Yellow Jackets deferred to open up this football game.
But they probably wish they hadn't.
They wish they hadn't because, and Brentsville taking another time out here. We'll keep it right here with 7:25 to go in this first half. So time of possession is the name of the game thus far. It's been Brentsville who's had the ball here, and they've scored 2 of the 3 times they've had it.
This is an unusual position. First of all, you mentioned time of possession is a big factor.
Yes.
And scoring at the end of a drive, it's hard to beat that combination. So the Jackets are just going to have to maybe get a couple breaks or something like that, and call Katie.
And it's not the type of game where the Yellow Jackets can play seesaw with them, because they're controlling the tempo of the game.
Right. That's got to change.
Yep. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. They're in run formation, run or pass formation here. Quarterback on the center. Walks out the signals. And it's a little counter play into the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt. It's good. That's Deshaun Denny picking up the 2-point conversion run. 6'1", 170 junior. And they are eating the Yellow Jackets up right now. Timeout on the field. 7:25 to go in this second quarter. It's Brentsville 16, James Monroe 7. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Morris Stadium. 7:25 to go. First half action. It's been all Brentsville so far. Just got a score, Bob, on that Skyline and Hopewell football game. It's deadlocked at 14, so they've got a barn burner going as well.
Okay, so let's just hope it isn't one of those nights where the underdogs are going to come up and bite you.
So Brentsville set to kick off to the Yellow Jackets. Back deep for the Yellow Jackets, it's Matt Felton and Leacott, and they kick it short again. And Brentsville got the football. You know what's going on right now, and I don't like it. With our veteran Hall of Fame coaching staff, we're being outcoached.
Wow, these guys came in with a plan. There's no question about that. Said just keep it out of James Monroe's hands, and that's what they've been doing.
So let's see if the defense is out there. Whose ball is it?
You're going to decide. It went 10 yards, I know. So
we got to mute mute our mics.
Yeah.
Some of these fans are very vocal here at Morris Stadium.
Yeah, they don't like to see the Jackets come up on the short end of.
I think the Yellow Jackets will get the football here. I see Coach Joy talking with his offense, and they will take the field here.
It sure did look like one of the Brentsville guys had the football.
Yes. Not only did he have it, but he advanced it into JM territory. So here we go. First and 10 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets at the Brentsville 49-yard line. They trail in this football game by the score of 16-7 with 7:20 to go. Operating from the pistol formation. Felton calls his own number. It's going to be run all the way, but number 54, Seth Rollins, 6'2", 215 senior. This is the guy they talk about on defense, Bob, and that time he came up to hit Felton for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, how many games have we seen Felton reverse his field and go long ways, and this guy stayed home.
Yellow Jackets have not gotten their passing game together. I think they can pass on this defense. Second down and 12 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets at their own 49-yard line. Two receivers split to the near side of the field from the pistol formation. Felton gets the snap and a catch. That's going to be Leacock with the reception down to the Brentsville 45-yard line. That's going to set up a third and about 6 yards to go.
Yeah, there's one difference here, and I don't know whether the Jackets will capitalize on it. The Jackets can throw if they have to.
Yeah.
When I watched them in the Chancellor game, I thought that was a very, very well executed passing game.
3rd and 7 facing the Yellow Jackets at the Brentsville 45-yard line. Felton fakes a handoff, fumbles the football, picks it up, gets back to the line of scrimmage. And will that be 4th down? Yep.
Yeah, 4th down and 6, and I guess the Jackets are just going to have to kick a high punt and try to get under it.
Well, they're going to have to kick it deep and try to pin them back there. Kind of angle punt to the sideline.
Yeah, the running backs that they have, I tell you what, you don't want to take too much of it.
And the Yellow Jackets might fake it here, but there's nobody back deep for Brentsville. Punter gets off a punt, does not get a turnover, but it's going to take a nice JM bounce down to the 10-yard line. So nice punt there. The result was good.
Yeah.
Kick was on the ugly side, but
yeah, I think that's amazing that Brentsville actually brought their punt receivers back in, and well, they just took a chance.
Yeah, they thought the Yellow Jackets were going to go for it on 4th down, so they brought those return men up, and the Yellow Jackets had a great opportunity to kick the ball with no return men back there. And they got downfield and covered it right around the 10-yard line. 5:07 to go, 16-7 Brentsville. Two receivers to the near side of the field. Yellow Jackets movement and a run up the middle again. And he's still on his feet. Finally, somebody's beginning to hit him. I mean, they're hitting out there, Bob.
Yeah, I know, and it's
a little bit too late.
Yeah, and I'm just impressed with Brentsville's team, how disciplined they are.
Nice running attack here by the Tigers, getting the ball out to the 25-yard line. And they move the chain on the far side of the field. Yellow Jackets are hitting, but it's not until they get into the secondary.
Yeah, these guys are for real on that running game.
So Yellow Jackets, a great team to make adjustments, and they're going to have to make some adjustments defensively. 1st and 10 from Brentsville's 25-yard line, and they keep it on the ground again. The Yellow Jackets come up big defensively. I can see them getting riled up out there now.
Yeah, they know they're a better D than that.
Yeah. And might have gotten back. No, he lost a yard. No, he gained a yard. He lost a yard, and he gained a yard.
They gave him the change.
Yep. 2nd and 9 facing Brentsville. And the Yellow Jackets have got to hold here, Bob. Deny them from picking up 1st down. And it's under 4 minutes to go in this first half. They want to get the ball back and try to score.
Absolutely.
So 2nd and 9, quarterback. I thought I heard a and out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
You were saying you thought you heard a whistle. I did too. I don't know what that was all about.
So 3rd down and a long 3 to go here for the Tigers. Ball at the Brentsville 32-yard line. Well, we heard a score earlier in that other playoff game. It was Hopewell and Skyline deadlocked at 14. Winner of this game will play. So third down, 3 yards to go. And a handoff and a wall. The Yellow Jackets come up big on defense.
Jackets getting tired of being pushed back a little bit. And okay, they're going to call timeout and on a 3rd and 4. But it's not.
We'll keep it right here.
It's more than that. It's a 4th and.
Chuck, do we have an update? Skyline.
Where are they from?
They up at. I've been there before. They're up at Front Roll.
Huh. Okay. And so they're considered the East.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Skyline on top of Hopewell. That could be a major upset. Hopewell coming into this playoff action, #1 seed in the conference. And the winner of that game between Skyline and Hopewell will play the winner of this game. And if the Yellow Jackets win, Bob, I think, and if Hopewell loses, we'll host that region championship game right here.
Yeah, and that'd be sweet. But,
they're going to go for it. 4th down and a yard to go for Brentsville. Yellow Jackets digging in on defense. Handoff, and they did not get it.
Oh, bad
yes,
move.
Yes, sir.
Bad move, Brentsville.
Yellow Jackets snuffed that play. There was absolutely no momentum by that ball carrier, and they pushed them back. I think he lost a yard.
Yeah, he did. They hit him head on.
So the Yellow Jackets take over on downs with 2:51 to go in this first half. Now we're getting a flag.
Oh, no, don't.
I think it's going to be against the Brentsville bench. And let's see if it's going to be against the Yellow Jackets. No, it's going to be against Brentsville because he was over there talking with the bench, and the flag all of a sudden came out. Let's see what that's all about. Look at the coach over there. He's really upset.
Okay, then he can keep that up.
That's Ryan Smith, the head coach for Brentsville. Not doing his team any good there by getting an unsportsmanlike conduct call on the sideline, and we'll take it. That's on the bench. It's not on the players.
Yeah, it's bringing up an interesting thing here. If the Jackets score to go for 2, it'd leave them a point down. But then, as the second half unfolds, it may help.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the Brentsville 19-yard line. Felton looking, rifles a pass with a nice catch. That's Jalen Price with the reception.
Yeah, he
dragging a player down inside the 15 to the 14. Nice reception.
Yeah, Price wanted to get loose. He could see the end zone.
Just couldn't shake him, could he?
No.
So a nice penalty in the JM backfield. Is that going to be a false start? They're talking with the personal foul again against Brentsville.
You know what? They're taking themselves out of this if they don't watch it.
Yeah. And they might have gotten off to a good start here tonight, but they're going to have to hold and maintain that same type of aggressive play. Because this Yellow Jacket team, even though they're down 16-7, they are for real.
Nice power play for Weldon here would be big.
2:33 to go in this first half. 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets from the Brentsville 6-yard line, operating from the pistol formation. And the Yellow Jackets, Weldon, following his blockers down inside the 5. And now we got number 6 for Brentsville. This guy has an attitude.
Yeah, he does. You see him just pushed him right after the whistle went up.
Donovan Holland, 5'11", 160 senior. He was getting ready to strike one of the JM players.
Yeah, it's amazing to see them lose their composure because they were stoic.
So second to go, Yellow Jackets keep it on the ground, down near that goal line, down to about the 1 yard line. That was Gary Boxley on the carry.
Nice article on Gary
yes.
in the paper.
Nice article about the entire family.
Yeah, yeah, and from what you told me, they are a wonderful family.
Real good family. Talked with Dad just a little bit before the start of the game tonight. Now we're getting a timeout. Let's see, Yellow Jackets taking a timeout. Minute 27 to go. 3A East Conference 28 semifinal game, and we've got a good one here at Maury Stadium. Minute 27 to go. Brentsville 16, Yellow Jackets 7. Back after this. Welcome back to Maury Stadium. Folks are on their feet here. Yellow Jackets trying to punch it in before time expires to end this first half. 1 minute, 27 seconds to go. They trail 16-7. They're all bunched in there, Bob. Quarterback keeper.
Yeah.
Yes, into the end zone touchdown.
Felton.
1 yard touchdown run by Matt Felton, the 5'10", 160 senior. Sneaks it in. Shades above Blackburn.
So was it Matt or AJ?
Yeah, I said Matt, it was AJ.
AJ, gotcha. Okay.
So AJ pulling his team to within 3. And the Yellow Jackets are going to go for 1 here. Marine, high snap, and it's going to be blocked.
Wow.
3-point advantage. Minute 23 to go in this first half, and the Yellow Jackets making it a ball game. They trail by 3. Back after this. Welcome back. A minute 23 to go in this semifinal game. Winner of this game will advance to the conference championship game next week. Yellow Jacket got to take care of business here first.
Yeah, I'd almost be tempted to either kick it real high or onside.
I'd rather kick it deep. Let's see.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one, Herman. But then, maybe start them deep, see what happens. Yeah, you're right.
Going to be a deep kick. Take it at the 10, 15, 20, and trying to get to the outside. And the Yellow Jackets come up big defensively, and they advance the ball out to the 21-yard line. So an 11-yard return for Brentsville, and they will have it 1st and 10. Yellow Jackets want Brentsville to do something crazy here, Bob.
Yeah, I think they do. And I think one of the reasons why Brentsville's getting a little edgy is because the Jackets have figured out what's going on here. And they, the D looks like they are are ready to transact a little business here.
1st and 10 for Brentsville at their 25-yard line. And that guy stumbled, bumbled, fell out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So not a bad run there from Brentsville.
He had to break up that guy's momentum. He wasn't necessarily knowing where he was going. It was just going.
And the Yellow Jackets again. I'd take a timeout here, Bob.
Yeah, they may want to go into the dressing room with what they have, but that wouldn't be the Jacket way of doing it.
Yellow Jackets, they could have taken a timeout here and forced Brentsville to get the football back. But what do I know?
You used to call some pretty good plays up here.
Certainly not because I'm good. I'm lucky.
Don't go there.
3rd and 3 facing the Tigers at their 32-yard line. And they keep it on the ground. They've got pretty close to that first down marker. But only 8.2 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, one good thing, we know the Jackets will receive the opening kickoff in the second half.
So timeout on the field with 8.2 seconds to go. And the last time, Bob, the Yellow Jackets were trailing at the half, it was a Cortland game.
Yeah, and they were.
And
what was that? Was it like, it wasn't but 14-7 or no, 21-7 at halftime. You're right. So
what a memory. You remember that?
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking, okay, 2 touchdowns might be able to do something. And
I couldn't tell you what I had for lunch today.
It's just funny how things stick with you sometimes.
And it's funny how we were talking about that before we went on the air.
Yeah, I know. Well, we both admitted that
right.
we're losing a little bit of those cells.
So they took the measurement, and it's going to be a first down here for the Tigers. Referees, they need to get out of the way there now. While they're holding up play. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Brentsville. And they keep it on the ground.
He's going to use the 8.2 seconds up if he,
And he slipped away and picked up good yards. And that's going to, you got. Yeah,
time runs out.
6/10 of a second was still on the clock. Now it's officially halftime. Halftime here at Maury Stadium, 3A East semifinals. Our score, it's Brentsville in a surprise leading James Monroe 16-13. We'll be back with a halftime right after this timeout. Welcome back to Maury Stadium halftime in this semifinal playoff game. It's Brentsville leading the Yellow Jackets by the score of 16-13. And Bob, got to be a surprise. And the surprise is how well they ran the ball against this tough JM defense and time of possession. The Yellow Jackets did not have that many opportunities to score in this first half.
Yeah, well, I think Brentsville is the type of team that realizes that they are a running team, that they're a possession team, and if it doesn't go their way in that department, they're not, they're nowhere near JM. Give JM credit for coming up with some big stops and that sort of thing, and coming back down the field, and they get the second half kickoff, so that should be to their big advantage. I think the Jackets will probably score on that opening
And we got
drive.
some highlights from the first half tonight.
Yeah, Brentsville took that opening kickoff that we gave them, and it came down to 7:40 with a 2-yard TD run by Deshaun Denny, and point after, surprise, surprise, they ran it, and it was a 2-point conversion, good for an 8-0 lead. JM came back at 125 of the first quarter with 24-yard TD run by A.J. Felton. The point after was good for James Monroe, and that made it 8-7 Brentsville. Brentsville scored again at 7:25 of the second quarter with Austin Obermeyer on an 8-yard TD run. Point after for 2 points, good again, 16-7. But the Jackets put the final tally on the board at 123 with the 1-yard sneak by A.J. Felton. And the point after was blocked. And the Jackets ended up with 13 and Brentsville 16. 16-13, our score at halftime here at Maury Stadium.
Well, our good friend from the Freelance Star, that's Steve Franzello, Bob, gave us a few stats here, halftime stats. Brentsville, first downs, they had a total of 9 in the first half of tonight's ball game, while the Yellow Jackets only had 3.
Wow. So
that's the time of possession that we were talking about. And rushing, Denny and Yates, 18 for 82 yards. This other guy, 7 for 62 yards. And Denny had a touchdown. And total yards, 195 yards rushing for Brentsville. And passing, they had 0 attempts for 0 yards.
When's the last time we ran up against a team like that?
And rushing for the Yellow Jackets, A.J. Felton, 6 for 35 yards, but 2 touchdowns. And passing, he had 2 for 3 for 12 yards. So the Yellow Jackets are going to have to crank it up offensively and put up the numbers that we're used to seeing. And getting that opening kickoff in the second half will be a prime opportunity for the Yellow Jackets to take it down the field and regain the lead and control the outcome of this football game.
You know, I was a little bit surprised as disciplined as Brentsville was in that first half. They came apart a little bit toward the end there and showed a little lack of discipline there.
You know what I think that came from, Bob?
What's that?
Yellow Jackets defensively got a little bit more aggressively and start hitting them in the mouth, and that will make you second guess some of the things you want to do when you're running the football. So Yellow Jackets got aggressive, and it's getting colder here in this press box.
It is. I wasn't going to say anything, but I have a pair of gloves if you need them.
No, I'm good to go.
You good to go? Okay.
So one other game we were really cold. That was the Chancellor game. And we're getting some good cold weather here, but the old cliche, this football weather.
Yeah.
And we're enjoying it. James Monroe High School Marching Band, award-winning marching band, performing down on the field now. Halftime in this semifinal playoff game here at Maury Stadium. I'm Herman Kay, alongside this guy sitting next to me, my good friend Bob Blackburn. Our score, it's Brentsville 16, James Monroe 13. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Maury Stadium as we get set for the second half of play here. It's Brentsville kicking off to the Yellow Jackets. Brentsville out on the field, ready to go. Yellow Jackets still on the sideline. That's a boxing tactic, Bob. You know, in a heavyweight fight. You know, you make the opponent wait in the ring.
Yeah. And, you know, they this is an important drive, and so psychology is going to also play an important role here.
So the Yellow Jackets will receive the football to open up this second half. Glad to have you along tonight on Channel 83 on Cox Cable in Fredericksburg and Regional Web TV worldwide. Here's your kick. It's going to be a knuckleball, and it goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. Flag coming out. It's going to be a penalty. Will the Yellow Jackets get it? Well, it went out. Can they take it where it went out of bounds, Bob?
I think they get a choice. Let's see what they decide to do here.
And they got it marked at the 34-yard line. So the Yellow Jackets with an opportunity here to open up this second half with a drive, and the Yellow Jackets could take the lead in that other semifinal game being played tonight. Hopewell have come back, Bob. They lead Skyline by the score of 27-21 at half. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the pistol formation. Quarterback, he's going to run. He gets around, he throws a pass. He has a man out there with the catch. Down inside the 30 to the 25 and finally taken down. What a play by Felton.
Yeah, he's something.
He threw that ball on a rope way downfield to the Brentsville 26-yard line. 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. Bob, if they take it in here, they did not waste any time on getting on the scoreboard.
That's the thing about JM. They're not known for their ball control.
You got 2 receivers split to the near side of the field. And the Yellow Jackets in a nice spin move, but Brentsville coming up big. Ball comes out, but after he was down on the ground. And a loss of a couple of yards on that running play, setting up a 2nd down. And about 12 yards to go for James Monroe. Yellow Jackets, I like their passing game against this team. Gary Boxley going in. And is that number 2 coming out? Looks like number 18, Dirk Jones, the 2nd, I think.
Yeah.
Here we go, 3rd and 12 yards to go for James Monroe. Yellow Jackets, and that's going to be Felton. Felton gets to the outside. It's going to be a holding call against the Yellow Jackets. That blocker on the outside had the wrong position or angle on that block. That's just going to be a illegal block by James Monroe. So the Yellow Jackets getting pushed back here. Keep the ball in the air.
Yeah, why not? I mean, obviously in practice, they don't throw, so they don't know how to defend. Well, no, I can't say that, but then you would think.
That secondary of Brentsville, they can't cover these receivers.
No.
I'll see it.
Okay.
So 2nd down. And about 20 yards to go for James Monroe. Ball back out at the Brentsville 38-yard line. You got trips to the far side of the field. 1 receiver to the near. Operating from the pistol formation. Felton across the middle, and then he drops the football. That was intended for his brother, Matt Felton.
He might have gotten some yardage out of that.
Yeah, it hit him right in the shoulder pad and bounced out. So it's 3rd down and 20. Yellow Jackets have got to get way down to about the 16-yard line for a 1st down. Brentsville, they're holding thus far. But the Yellow Jackets, let's see if we can't get fly pattern up the sideline or a post pattern in the middle. Yellow Jackets. Here we go. Felton looking, throws it down in the corner of the end zone. Over the intended receiver's head. He had him beat by 5 yards. That was intended for number 12, Jalen Price. And Felton unable to connect. He had him.
Yeah, he was open. He had a couple steps, and he just put a little too much whammy in it.
That was a crucial series here for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it was.
And they failed to score. They got to put it on that defense here now. The Yellow Jackets going to punt it here. Punter standing back at his own 48-yard line. Ideal here, Bob, is to kick it and pin him back deep.
Or get him to fumble the punt.
There's your punt. And it hits and takes a JM bounce down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, got to get him make a mistake down here.
So let's see if the Yellow Jackets defense made any changes at the half.
You mean like added 3 more men? And they would put them all up in the box.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the Yellow Jackets on defense here, they've got to hold this Brentsville explosive offense. They trail by the score of 16-13. Quarterback under center, turns, and the Yellow Jackets hit him in the backfield. Yes. Loss of a couple of yards on that aggressive defensive play by James Monroe. No gain able in on the stop for James Monroe.
Yeah, it seems like you can really rattle a ball control offense by getting in the backfield and messing up their rhythm.
That's what you call a pain in the side. 2nd and 10 facing Brentsville. Taking a lot of time in that huddle back there. Now they break huddle and run up to the line of scrimmage. Now they're set. 2 receivers to the near side. Quarterback, they keep it on the ground. And once again, the Yellow Jackets come up big. Well, they made some adjustment at the half.
Yes, sir. Coach Griffin got him in the corner and told him how this thing was going to happen.
Matt Felton coming up to make the hit for the Yellow Jackets. Loss of a yard, 3rd and 11, and the fans are coming to life here at Monroe Stadium. Big 3rd down play here. Let's see if they will throw the ball on 3rd down. Brentsville, they hand it off, and a run into the secondary with the 1st down out across the 35 to the 38-yard line. My goodness, the wall broke down defensively for the Yellow Jackets. They had them and let them go.
Yeah, if it could have held them there, could have gotten a punt deep in their territory.
Yep.
And I don't think I've ever seen a team in the playoffs that had no specialties at all. No passing, no punting, no kickoff, man. I don't know.
You know, we were trying to figure out some of those offenses. They're running the wishbone, Bob.
Oh, for crying out loud.
1st and 10 yards to go. That's your wishbone formation there. Man in motion to the far side. That quick hitter up the middle. And a scrum right around the 41-yard line. A gain of 1 on that 1st down play.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, get 2 good stops and then they break loose.
And what happened, it was a counter play that came back against the grain. The Yellow Jackets seemed to have had it stacked on the far side, and they ran a counter. It came back to the near side of the field. There was nobody there, and a big gain for Brentsville. 2nd down and 9 yards to go from the Brentsville 41-yard line. Multiple offenses. The Yellow Jackets jumped, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty offsides against the Yellow Jackets. And I don't think Brentsville moved on the line of scrimmage. Nope. Encroachment against the Yellow Jackets. So that's going to set up a 2nd down and 4 yards to go at the Brentsville 46-yard line. 8 minutes to go. And no passes for Brentsville in the first half. 2nd and 4 yards to go. Wishbone formation. And again, number 17 on the carry, and he does not get an inch on that run. Deshaun Denny, 6'1", 170 junior on the carry.
They get his number, and that'll help.
Loss of a yard on that play, bringing the ball back to the Brentsville 45-yard line. 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Tigers.
All right, this is the play they need to clog it up.
Brentsville 7-4 on the season. James Monroe 9-2. And that's going to be a run. Same run, same place, and the same problems on this side of the field. Every time they run right, they pick up yards.
It's incredible because he ran a lot of left in the first quarter.
It's that counter.
Yeah, that counter play is pretty tough to beat.
Come on, Edwin. Got to dig in. and taking a lot of time. That's number 14, the quarterback, Michael Gilner, 6-footer, 190 junior for Brentsville. Into JM territory at the 48-yard line. First and 10 yards to go. Gilner turns, and again they're running on the right side and picking up good yards. Not getting the help over there. Coach Griffin trying to make adjustments there.
Looked like he had it solved there, and then they keep getting that big play.
So 2nd and 4 facing the Tigers at the James Monroe 42-yard line. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this third quarter. Brentsville 16, James Monroe 13. Quarterback Gilner under center. Turns. He's going to throw the football. Man is wide open. And a catch.
Oh, my gosh.
Down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
100% on passing tonight.
Yep.
Oh, for crying out loud.
1 for 1, and they caught the Yellow Jackets napping. And I tell you, this head coach, Ryan Smith, Bob, for Brentsville is pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, it's do or die, and they seem to be thinking it's going to be do.
So 1st and 10 for Brentsville at the James Monroe 29-yard line. Yellow Jackets have got to find a way to stop this aggressive offense. And again, in the middle of the defensive line, that's going to be number 24 on the carry, Zach Yates, 5'7", 155 junior on the carry. So they also, Bob, using multiple backs.
Yeah, and did they use the wishbone in the first half, Herman?
Yeah. Well, they were shifting in and out of the wishbone.
Okay. Because they certainly are making it look like a good offense.
Because a couple of times I saw him run from a pro I formation as well.
Yeah, a lot of different looks.
2nd and 8 yards to go for Brentsville at the James Monroe 27-yard line. Quarterback turns, hands it off. Yellow Jackets coming up big that time. That's the way you play it, Edwin. Loss of a yard. That's going to make it a 3rd down and 10 yards to go for the Tigers. From the Evergreen District, Region 3A East, Conference 28. Big 3rd down play here. It's 2 down area territory here for Brentsville, Bob. If they don't pick it up on 3rd down, you can bet they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a field goal kicker. We know that for sure.
And they hurry up on the line of scrimmage. Yellow Jackets trying to get the fans into this game. Quarterback and number 17 on the carry, and he's going to be hit.
That'll help.
Number 44 for the Yellow Jackets, Matthew Abel, coming up with a big hit on the ball carrier, loss of a yard. Back to the 30-yard line. Going to be 4th down and 11 yards to go. Need a big play here. I'm talking about Brentsville, Bob.
Yeah, and so far they've come up with them, but maybe this time be a little bit different.
Yellow Jackets, I would watch the near side of the field on that counter because that seems to be their bread and butter play. You got one receiver split to the near side, one to the far side of the field. For the first time tonight, the quarterback operating from the pistol formation. And we're getting a flag. And let's see if it's going to be a delay of game. Yes, against Brentsville.
I give them 5 more yards to have to deal with. How many formations do these guys run out of?
Multiple formation. Head coach Ryan Smith is going to change his thought about going for it. He's sending his punter in. And that's number 85, Matthew Polton, 5'9", 160 senior, standing back at the JM 46-yard line. And he gets it blocked. Yellow Jackets, you got to put him down. The Yellow Jackets blocked the punt, but it was picked up by a Brentsville player. So the Yellow Jackets coming up big defensively. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they needed that stop.
Yeah, I got a little nervous, Bob, because he was close to picking up that first down.
Yeah, he looked like he was off to the races there for a little bit. Got to give the Jackets credit for reacting, though, and you know, in a situation like that in high school football, you've got to be able to react and get back in and don't just go, oh, shucks, look what happened.
Fans are on their feet here at Monroe Stadium in this semifinal playoff game, applauding the great effort of that JM defensive unit. And the offense will take over now. 1st and 10 for James Monroe at their 31-yard line. Yellow Jackets trail 16-13 with 3:05 to go in this third quarter.
Need a steady drive here, I think. Steady drive.
I'll get it all in one shot.
Yeah, we'd love to do it, but then at the same time, take it in bits and pieces too.
4 wideouts for the Yellow Jackets operating from the pistol. Felton gets the ball, calls his own number. He's going to turn it upfield, and he stiff arms and steps out of bounds at the James Monroe 36-yard line. So a nice run on first down, and that's going to set up a second and about 5 yards to go for James Monroe.
Yeah, nothing tricky about that play. He just came out there and said, okay, if you can stop me, go ahead.
Number 19 checking into the JM lineup. And that's A.J. Felton, the quarterback, who got a play from the sideline. And here we go, second. And we'll say 4 yards to go for James Monroe. Felton. And it's a handoff and a run. Flag coming out. And from that angle, Bob, it's going to be a holding call against the Yellow Jackets. Mistakes are killing us now.
Yeah, can't do that.
You hear that fan? He was yelling at the referee and saying, you can't see that far. It's the same guy every game. So Yellow Jacket fans are applauding, so it must be against Brentsville.
Well, what do you think it is?
I don't know.
That's a big surprise.
And the Zebras are conferring, and they're pointing toward Brentsville. There we go.
Okay, so it's a big one. It's going to have to be like a personal foul type thing, or?
It was a 10-yard penalty.
Oh, 10-yarder.
Out to the James Monroe 47-yard line. Automatic first down for the Yellow Jackets. 2:52 to go here in this third quarter. Yellow Jackets. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Weldon alongside the quarterback, Felton. And that's going to be number 72 for Brentsville. Came across the line of scrimmage and just bowled over a JM player.
Yeah, they might have tackle unsportsmanlike on that one.
Offsides penalty against Brentsville. It's going to be 1st and 5 yards to go with the football into Brentsville territory down to the 48-yard line. Here we go, 1st and 5 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Receivers, 4 of them. Felton looking, rifles a pass in the middle to his brother Matt. And Matt down inside the 40 with a nice reception. And they move the chain on the far side, and a nice steady pattern throw, conservative by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. Yep, steady as she goes, as they say.
Fans becoming alive here at Monroe Stadium.
Yeah, I think they came expecting that they were going to play a team that wasn't going to put up the fight that Brentsville is.
1st and 10 for James Monroe. 2 receivers. Watch Bowley on the far side. Yellow Jacket, that's Felton on the carry. Busted through the middle. Down inside the 10, 5, into the end zone, touchdown, James Monroe. A.J. Felton.
37-yarder.
47, make it 37-yard touchdown run by A.J. Felton. Boy, this guy runs that read option like nobody else.
It's beautiful, too. And, you know, you think, well, if he can just beat this man, beat him, he's gone.
Yes. 19-6 our score. Yellow Jackets, this extra point will make the difference here. Keep them away from a field goal and a tie. Marine, the place kicker, the snap to hold, the kick by Marine. He gets it up quickly, perfectly done. Timeout on the field, 2:05 to go in this third quarter. For the first time tonight in this semifinal game, the Yellow Jackets are up 20-16 back after this. Welcome back to a noisy Maury Stadium. First time tonight, Bob.
Yeah, and, you know, it changes the dynamics a little bit.
Yes.
When, you know, it's going to make them hustle a little bit more, and they don't want to do that.
Yellow Jackets set to kick off to Brentsville. And they need a nice deep kick here. And they kick it deep, end over end kick taken at the 9-yard line. And a flag. It's going to be an offsides penalty against the Yellow Jackets. These guys, they don't miss much, do they?
No.
And what they don't miss, they create. So the Yellow Jackets will re-kick it here from the 35-yard line. And Marine will tee it up at the James Monroe 35-yard line. Brentsville trailing for the first time tonight as the Yellow Jackets came up big defensively. And the Yellow Jackets offense got in gear. Marine set to kick off here. It's going to squib it along the ground, and they bobble it. And it's bobbled again. And a fight for that loose football. And it's going to be first and 10 yards to go for Brentsville at their 40-yard line.
Anything to discombobulate?
So we're looking at some of this week's area playoff games. 6A South, it's Riverbend at Cosby, 5A North, Potomac Falls at Massaponack, and Brook Point hosting North Stafford. 4A East Eastern View at Cortland High School. First and 10 for Brentsville at their 40-yard line. And here they keep it on the ground, and the Yellow Jackets come up big. My goodness.
Yeah, they're going to get excited here.
Yes. A loss of a couple of yards, setting up a second and 12 yards to go. Other playoff action, 3A East. It's Hopewell hosting Skyline, and Brentsville here at James Monroe. 1A East Luray at Essex. That game is scheduled for 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Second and 11 to go here for Brentsville. Watch that inside handoff play by Brentsville. And they run it, and the Yellow Jackets again. Big defensive play.
Yeah, it's like the defensive line is charging.
Yes.
They're charging now. They're getting in the backfield.
Trayvon Lucas coming up with a big defensive play for the Yellow Jackets. No gain on that play, setting up a third and 11 at the Brentsville 40-yard line. Yellow Jackets really stepping it up here defensively. And the players are signaling to the fans.
Yeah, it's a big play, big play. 3rd down 11.
Fans are cheering for the defense. 3rd and 11. Quarterback under center. Turns. Number 17 on the carry. He's going to be stopped in the backfield.
Ooh, got a Jackets nest out there.
What worked for this Brentsville team in the first half is not working now. Loss of 2 more yards. That's going to set up a 4th and 12 for Brentsville.
Yeah, Brentsville, the fact that they're so predictable, when they get down, they're not able to do what they have to do.
End of 3 quarters of play. 3A East Conference 28 semifinal game here at Maury Stadium. Our score, it's James Monroe 20, Brentsville 16. Back after this. Welcome back to Maury Stadium. 4th quarter of action, 12 more minutes, barring overtime. Brentsville with a 4th and 11 at their 39-yard line. 1 man back deep for the Yellow Jackets. They got everybody up close here, Bob. They don't want Brentsville to fake it here.
Yeah.
And they're going to kick it away. And a nice punt. That's going to be Felton on a return for the Yellow Jackets. He reverses field, goes around the left side, cuts it back inside, explodes across midfield down into Brentsville territory.
Ooh, flag
and we
fly.
got a flag on the play. They were really excited out there. They went to give high fives and knocked each other on the ground. So flag coming out. And usually it's on a return team. Personal foul against the Yellow Jackets. My goodness.
Somebody took a little haymaker in there.
So the penalty against the Yellow Jackets. And the referee talking to Coach Rick Survey. How many times has he heard that before in his illustrious career? That's Hall of Fame Coach Rick Survey. I mean, looking back through the years, Bob, how many times has this guy been in situations like this time of the year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it said that this is, 15 straight years since the year 2000.
Last state championship coming in 2008. He's due.
Yeah.
Yeah, coach is a little bit past due.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, and we'll take whatever we get.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their 36-yard line. And a nice run. Weldon picking his way through out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Nice gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and this is an important drive. Again, I hate to say it, but if the Jackets can steadily drive the ball down the field and score, that'll put Brentsville away psychologically and if not physically and everything else.
John Smith, that's number 1, Bowley coming out. DJ Bowley for the Yellow Jackets, and Matt Felton checking into the lineup. 2nd and 5 yards to go for James Monroe. And the Yellow Jackets move in the backfield, but no flag. And that's going to be Weldon on the carry, fighting his way out across the 45 to the 46. Going to be about 2 yards shy of picking up the 1st down. You see that motion in the backfield, but he froze.
But he froze, yeah. And that was a smart thing.
Yes.
He obviously forgot the play count, and then he said, okay, just stand still then.
Yeah, as long as you set what is it?
Second?
A second?
Yeah, I think so.
Before the snap of the ball. Number 6 coming out for the Yellow Jackets, Darius Leacock. Big third down play here for the Yellow Jackets. Third and a yard and a half to go. The Yellow Jackets, that's going to be Felton. He has the first down and more. Cuts it inside. Flag coming out 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, but it's going to be brought back.
I tell you what, Felton is a magician, isn't he?
Oh, my goodness. And there was nothing there, Bob. Flag against the Yellow Jackets. That's going to bring back the Felton touchdown. I did not see an illegal block against the Yellow Jackets.
You know, those guys they get downfield there, and that's a big offensive line right there. All they have to do is stand there, and they look like they're holding.
And not only does that bring back there's a big call there. It takes a touchdown off the board, but most importantly, Bob, they've still got a third down and about 7 yards to go for this first down. That's a costly mistake by the Yellow Jackets. And Brentsville, the beneficiary of that call. Now we're getting a timeout here. Yellow Jackets taking a timeout. 10:09 to go. Semifinal action here at Maury Stadium. James Monroe 20, Brentsville 16. Back after this timeout. Welcome back. 10:09 to go. Got an updated score on that Hopewell Skyline game, Bob. In the third quarter, it's Hopewell 33, Skyline 21.
Yeah, it looks like they're pulling away, and
they looking up to that number 1 seed, aren't they?
Yeah, and looks like we got a trip to the Chem City.
Third down and 7 yards to go for James Monroe here. You got 2 receivers to the far side of the field, operating from the pistol formation. Quarterback looking, and he throws it over the head of the intended receiver. Now you got some players out there that's really getting upset, and it's the Brentsville players who initiating that stuff out there.
Like to get those penalty yards back.
Yeah, I mean, that was an aggressive play, and a Yellow Jacket player responded. And thank goodness nobody got unsportsmanlike conduct called. So it goes back to that touchdown that was called back, and I hope that thing doesn't come back to haunt us.
Yeah.
4th down and 7 yards to go. Punting down here for the Yellow Jackets. Punter standing at his 27-yard line. Good snap. Gets off a pretty good punt. It's going to hit and roll and die. Now flag coming out. What's that all about? So a flag thrown out at the 38-yard line. Who is that going to be against? Now they're talking with the JM players out there. Let's see if it's going to be against Brentsville. No, it's going to be a personal foul against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic.
And you got to let these players play out there. The referees can't jump in here and decide the outcome of this football game. That's not fair to the players. That's 2 very serious calls against the Yellow Jackets. One nullifying the touchdown. And here on this punt return, giving Brentsville good field position, Bob. So they bring the ball out to the 43-yard line. Nine minutes and 56 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. 20-16, James Monroe. Brentsville, a run, and the Yellow Jackets hit him in the backfield for a loss. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but it's getting heated out there now.
Yeah, the Jackets can use some of that steam on defense, and some of that.
They're getting fired up.
Yeah, and the more the flags fly, the more the guys are determined to to let them know that.
Brentsville coming into tonight's ball game 7-4 on the season. Second down and 9, and the Yellow Jackets didn't fool them on that pitch out. It was a pitch and a run around the right side, and they lost a couple of yards on that play.
Yeah, he pitched that thing up high.
Yeah. So loss of yards on that play.
Yeah,
we got an injured player, a JM player now.
The one thing about Brentsville being 4 points down, they can't do ball control now. They have time, but the ball control doesn't work to their advantage here.
Injured player, that could be a big loss. Gary Boxley being assisted and helped off. Certainly hope it's not a serious injury. Mr. Homecoming King.
Yeah,
he's really dragging that left foot. Now he's beginning to put some weight on it.
Maybe it was a cramp. I hope it was.
We'll check it out and see what's up with Gary. Big loss if this kid can't come back. Third down and 11 yards to go. Brentsville at their 42-yard line. Probable passing down here, and they keep it on the ground. Flag comes out on the far side, but the Yellow Jackets stopped him in his tracks. That guy on the far side over there is flag happy. Going to be a false start against Brentsville. They're going to decline it. Yep. 4th and 11 facing the Tigers here.
Get a little pressure on that punter.
Matt Felton back deep for the Yellow Jackets. The dangerous Matt Felton. Punter standing at his 30-yard line. And they're going to snap it up short. And the Yellow Jackets come up big on a fake, and they lose yards. Yes, sirree. They were thinking fake all the way. It didn't fool them.
Yeah, they sure were. Even the punter pretended like he was fielding football, and he wasn't.
Now, if I was a member of the Brentsville fan corps over there, Bob, I would question a coach with 8:38 to go to pull a fake in your own territory and lose yards.
Yeah, that's bad call.
Well, we're talking about head coach Ryan Smith, who's made some brilliant calls early in the first half, but the second half has been disastrous.
Yeah, it seems like if Brentsville had a lead, they couldn't do anything wrong, and now wheels starting to come off here and there.
I hate to use this term, but the Yellow Jackets allowed Brentsville to come out and smash them in the mouth to open up this football game. But the Yellow Jackets have bounced back, Bob, and they are really flexing their muscles defensively now.
Yeah, the D coming out at halftime, they made up their mind that they were going to be all over them, and they have been.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, and a fumble, and the Yellow Jackets, did they get it back? And Brentsville saying that they got it. Brentsville getting the football. My goodness.
He just looked like he lost control of it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that's a shame, but I guess calling on the D again.
Well, the football gods looking out for Brentsville right now. And a big break in this football game as the Tigers get the football back. First and 10 for Brentsville. And the Yellow Jackets come up big defensively. Now in the first half of tonight's ball game, Bob, Brentsville had 195 yards rushing. They have nowhere near that in the second half.
No, the the Jackets have punched them in the mouth. I was looking down at the bench down there, and Boxley's still over there. I'm hoping.
Looks like they're retaping his ankle there. So 2nd and 10 yards to go for the Tigers at their 35-yard line. Quarterback quick pass and a catch and a tough hit on the outside by Boley. And then they advance the ball out to the 41-yard line. So 3rd down and about 5 yards to go for Brentsville. Only the second pass, am I correct?
No, second pass. But the ironic thing is they're 100%.
Yep. Big 3rd down play here, 3rd. And about 5 yards to go. 7 minutes and 23 seconds to go.
Need a big play. Need a big play.
One of these teams will go home and not play next week. 3rd and 5. Quarterback. And as that counter play, it's going to be a holding call against Brentsville. That flag coming out, and that's the holding flag.
That's the It seems like it's a little bigger and it's got a little bit of a parachute rig on it or something.
So that's going to come back. It's going to be against Brentsville. Nice run. They picked up the 1st down, but the penalty nullifying that fine run, and that's going to push them back a little bit.
Chop block, 15.
That's going to push it back to the 25-yard line, 3rd down. And about, what do you think, Bob? 20 yards to go?
Yeah, it's bordering on country mile, right?
Glad to have you along tonight in this exciting football game, in this semifinal playoff game. I'm Herman Kay and Bob Blackburn. 3rd down and 20. Pitch run around the left side. And the Yellow Jackets up in the ball carrier. And it will be 4th down. Yellow Jackets hold defensively again, Bob.
Yeah, they were wise last time. I don't think Brentsville's going to do anything but punt the football this time. But, you know.
I don't think they've got another fake in them. You can't fake it 4th and about 19 yards to go.
No.
Punter standing back inside his 20-yard line at about the 18. He gets the snap, gets off the punt.
Line drive.
And it's a line drive. Felton on a return. And he cuts it back to the inside, bounces to the outside. There's nobody out there. He's going to go all the way. Cuts it back in the end zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown. My goodness.
And no flag.
That's going to be what? 52 yards? We're going to say, let's say 57 yards.
Yeah, because that line, you're right.
Felton on the return, 57 yards. That's the boost that the Yellow Jackets needed. 10-point advantage with 5:49 to go. Extra point attempt here. Felton, he should be winded, Bob. He's got a hole now.
That's right.
Felton with the snap, he gets it down. Marine gets it up, and it is good. Timeout on the field in this 3A East Conference 28 semifinal game. Our score, it's James Monroe 27 and Brentsville 16. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Monroe Stadium 549. This place is alive.
I tell you what, when the Jackets got their backs against the wall, they certainly do can come up. Nice punt return.
Bob, it looks like it might be, what's this? I can't even think of it. We have those senior moments.
Oh, yeah.
Hopewell.
Okay.
Hopewell leading Skyline 40-21. Booming kick back at the 5, 10, 15. And out, flag coming out, 2 flags coming in. So Hopewell in command there at Skyline, 40-21. The way things are going right now, it might be a Hopewell-James Monroe matchup down in Hopewell next Saturday.
Yeah, it sounds like 2 offenses that can put some points up. And wow, you just got to hand it to the Jackets. They had a 16-13 lead. They haven't scored, and the defense has just stifled Brentsville in the second half.
Well, they made adjustments, and the penalty flag's coming out. It's going to be a holding call against Brentsville. They got 2 holding calls against Brentsville.
Somebody was holding the guy that was holding, so he'd quit holding. Or something like that.
So one guy goes to another guy and say, hey, let's hold together.
Let's do this.
That's double team hold.
Yeah, double team hold. That's right. They had their arms out, right?
Fans getting into it, applauding an outstanding effort by the Yellow Jackets, particularly here in this second half, Bob.
Yeah, I think they got a little surprise from Brentsville, but they quickly recovered from their surprise.
Yes. Well, the penalty pushing the ball back to the 10-yard line, where it will be first and 10 yards to go for the Tigers at their 10-yard line. Brentsville going to have to start throwing the football, and they do. And it's going to be a reception short of picking up the first down out to the 16-yard line. So a 6-yard gain on that passing play.
Only the third pass of the game for Brentsville and the third completion.
Well, I'm looking into the crystal ball. I see a pick 6 coming up.
Yeah, it just might be because these guys that are definitely not a passing team, if they throw anything past 6 yards, it might be picked.
Second down and 3 yards to go, and they keep it on the ground. Nice running play up the middle, and they pick up. Number 17 has been quiet the entire second half. We're talking about Dijon Denny, an injured JM player down on his back.
See if I can pick up a number here.
Right in the middle of where all of that stuff is happening. What's happening, buddy? 21. 47-21. Hopewell pouring it on Skyline in the second half. They must be for real, Bob.
Yeah, I imagine they got a little offensive kick down there, but wow, the way the Jackets have played here in the second half, punch mouth football.
And it's not over yet. 4:59 to go. Yellow Jackets up by 11. So they need 2 touchdowns here. And that injured player seems to be up.
Number 50, is that who it is?
Trayvon Lucas, one whale of a game tonight. Big old Trayvon, 6 feet, 288 pounds, and a junior, Bob.
Yeah, junior is the key word there.
So Trayvon, he's been a lot of why the Yellow Jackets have not allowed this Brentsville team to get off here in this second half.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you're Lucas, you got to start at 6'2".
And it looks like leg cramps, Bob.
Yeah, it's strange tonight is cooler, but we've seen what looked like cramps and leg problems.
No gain. Host of JM players. Now they try to pull that ball out of there, Bob. You see him?
Yeah, they could use another touchdown just to make their egos feel a little better. And the D wants to score it.
No gain on that play, setting up a second down and 10 yards to go. Yellow Jackets on defense. Quarterback looking to throw the ball, and it's behind the intended receiver. No good. Looking at the JM defense, defensive end number 44, Matt Abel. Other defensive end number 40, Edwin Young. The nose tackle, KJ Conaway. And the defensive tackle number 50, Trayvon Lucas. Middle linebackers, D.D. Nelson along with Cord Lucas. Outside linebacker, Gary Boxley along with Jawan Davis. Cornerback, Darius Leacock. The other cornerback, Divine Cardell Ford. And the safety, Joe Franklin, a senior. 3rd and 10 for James Monroe. Quarterback looking to throw the ball up the middle. Oh, what a hit. Perfectly timed hit. My goodness.
Yeah, that's the farthest Brentsville's thrown the ball tonight, and boy, did they get punished.
Number 19, A.J. Felton coming up to deliver. You know what he's saying, Bob? I'm tired of being hit all the time.
Exactly.
I'm going to hit somebody.
Yeah, that's right. He said, I'll show you why you don't want to mess with the receivers.
Felton delivering a big blow there. That receiver never even thought about catching the football. He was thinking more about just protecting himself.
At 5'7", this guy can jack him up, can he? And plus fast.
Penalty against Brentsville.
Insult to injury there.
Yes. So the Yellow Jackets looking more like they're going to advance to that region championship game, conference championship game, rather. Next week.
Yep. You know, it's strange. The 1 and 2 seeds in the in the district are going to meet up, but had to play 2 games to get there.
Head-to-head action. The 1 and 2, 4th down, 15 yards to go for Brentsville, and they're going to go for it here. Quarterback dropping back, throws a pass, and over the intended receiver's head, falls incomplete. That was Sean Gaynord, the intended receiver. That was nowhere near being a reception.
He just threw it out to that spot, and the receiver had no idea he could get there.
Nope. Questionable calls here. Well, I guess you have to go for it down there deep like that, Bob.
Yeah, it's all or nothing at this point because it's do or die at this point.
4:09 to go in this football game. Yellow Jackets up 27-16, and they could get more here. And they're not going to set on it.
No, you know they aren't. I imagine AJ's going to come to the right side here and probably be in the end zone before we can finish talking. Whoops. Oh, yeah, it's getting a little nasty down there.
And that's going to be close to unsportsmanlike conduct call because that's the second time that same player has done that.
Yeah, they did it to our center, too. That's pretty bad.
That an offside? Yeah, what? He changed it. He gave the wrong indication. He was signaling against the Yellow Jackets. He's so used to giving Yellow Jackets penalties. So it's a penalty against Brentsville. It's first and 10-yard, make it 1st and 5. And that's Felton on the call, cuts it back inside, into the end zone, touchdown. Flag coming out. Some of the players, you don't want an ejection. What's wrong with some of these JM players? And a flag came out. You know, if you get a personal foul and you get ejected, you know you can't play in a region championship game.
Wow.
So they need to be smarter than this. So the flag came out. Now let's see what the penalty is all about. Personal foul against Brentsville.
Okay.
So that was about a 14-yard run by Felton. Personal foul against Brentsville. And the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. But right now, the Yellow Jackets will attempt this extra point here.
How many yards did Felton get on that run?
I think it was 14.
14.
And that's going to be Nolan Marine, the long snapper, Wade Olson. And the holder is number 2 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Matt Felton. Felton might take this thing and run it in. There's your snap to hold. The kick by Marine is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 4 minutes exactly left in this football game. Yellow Jackets up 34-16. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Monroe Stadium. 4 minutes to go in this football game. Just got an updated score, Bob. It is Hopewell putting it all on Skyline. 9 minutes to go in that football game. Is Hopewell 54, Skyline 21.
Okay, then go ahead and get the Jollies this week. Because the way the D played tonight, the second half, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 34-16, the Yellow Jackets have shut out Brentsville here in the second half. And Brentsville awaits the snap. Penalty on that play, so the Yellow Jackets will be kicking off from the. They still, referees getting a lot of airtime tonight. They get in the airtime from us, they're going to have to take it.
That's right.
We're not giving up
Right.
nothing.
No freebies here.
That's right. So the penalty against, so it's on the 40-yard line.
I hope Marine kicks kicks it through the uprights.
Yeah. So the Yellow Jackets set to kick off to the Brentsville Tigers. Yellow Jackets looking at their 10th win of the season. Can we get a drum roll?
Yeah. Definitely a drum roll hitting on down there.
Marine's kick, he booms it.
Oh.
It's going to be taken at the 6, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, out to the 33-yard line.
Now let's see that all of a sudden the passing game becomes important for a team that doesn't pass.
Yes. And Brentsville fans got to be disappointed because they really looked at this Brentsville team, particularly with the start they had tonight, Bob.
Yeah. And when they came back out after halftime there, they just stood and applauded. And now it's a little bit quiet over there.
Number 5, Elijah Baylor, checking into the JM lineup. 6'1", 195 junior on defense. First and 10 for Brentsville at their 33-yard line. Quarterback, handoff, and a run into the secondary, down into JM territory, down to about the 45-yard line. Ball came out, but it wasn't until after he had hit the ground. That guy's a pretty good ball player. Deshaun Denny, 6'1", 170 junior. Yellow Jacket might have some substitutes in there now. And they keep it on the ground again, and they give it to Mr. Denny.
I can't see why they're running that football. I guess they realize they're beat.
Let's see if they'll put it in air here. Second down and 7 yards to go for the Tigers at the James Monroe 40-yard line. Conference 28 championship game next Saturday. We invite all of you to take the trip down to Hopewell. Now, if you can't make it,
you know where you can find us.
Yep. Channel 83 and regionalwebtv.com. And some of you guys don't know out there in Radio Land, you can watch the game too. There is a delay, but you can watch the game as it happens, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the wonder of the internet. Right?
Yep. Third down and 7 yards to go for Brentsville. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's a lateral. And he's going to be hit back behind the line of scrimmage, still on his feet fighting.
Yeah,
but a flag coming out, Bob.
Yeah, I got the feeling that was intended to be a double pass, but it just didn't work out, and I bet you Brentsville was holding.
Motion penalty, illegal motion penalty. Shifting, illegal shift in the backfield of Brentsville.
Yeah, that was some sort of trick play, and it really didn't develop very well.
So that's going to push the ball back to near the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 11 to go. Ball at the James Monroe 44-yard line. Quarterback under center. And he's going to throw the ball over the middle, intended for number 15. And that's Adam Kaiser, 5'10", 150 senior. Yeah, this guy's not a passer, is he?
No, he. The fact that number 15 was in the area was to the quarterback's benefit.
So 4th and 11 here facing Brentsville. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in this football game. And the Yellow Jackets are making reservations. And we're going to have to call the Croker spot and tell them we're coming through.
Yeah, there we go.
4th down and 11 yards to go. Quarterback dropping back, plants, fires a pass up the sideline, over and out of bounds on the far side. And the Yellow Jackets will get the ball with 2:07 to go. And as tough as Brentsville has been tonight, Bob, and little extracurricular activities taking place out there, would you throw it? Would you throw it down?
They. I'm sure they're talking trash talking all because they're disappointed. They were winning in the first half and looked good on the opening. The stop and jam on the opening drive and that sort of thing, and then the bottom fell out.
Yeah. And the Yellow Jackets, completely different team here in the second half. Look at those players. Boy, they're running out there like, I want to be out here.
Yeah. They want one more score, I think.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the pistol. And that's Weldon on the carry. Number 77 went after. That was a total mismatch. Number 77 for the Yellow Jackets, Brandon Martin, went after now another flag coming out.
Hope we don't get any. Well, so it must have been against Brentsville.
Yeah.
They're frustrated.
So the Yellow Jacket team, the coaches are calling them to the sideline. Now, what you don't want, Bob, and I know it's been a heated contest here in the second half, and the Yellow Jackets have dominated Brentsville, and they're frustrated.
Yeah.
But the Yellow Jackets can't get caught up into this game and get ejected. Because if they get ejected, they can't play in the region championship game next week. So you got to have a cool head out there right now, and that's what the coaches are telling them.
Yeah, and Brentsville, they don't have any incentive.
Right.
They could get 3 players ejected, and oh well.
And their season is over.
Yeah.
But in Brentsville case, those ejections will carry over until the beginning of next season. First game, those players will still be out.
Wow. The sins of the forefathers, right? Okay.
Now, if you're a senior, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right. He said, oh, well, I left him with something to remember me by.
That's right. Yeah, hang that in your trophy case.
All right.
So the referees out there trying to sort out things, but there's a flag all over the field.
Put it on the 1-yard line.
So looking at the referee here, face mask against Brentsville. Is that the only thing that came out of that?
It's got to be unsportsmanlike, too. I mean, those were 2 separate flags after the fact.
Well, I'm going to be the adult here, and I'm going to think the Yellow Jackets should just concentrate on just running timeout, 2 minutes to go, and not trying to score, not to rub it in.
Herman. Don't talk like that.
Not really.
Yeah, right. Buckeye, right? All right.
Unsportsmanlike call against that. 2 major penalties. Face mask, unsportsmanlike conduct call against Brentsville. That's going to push the ball all the way down to the Brentsville 27-yard line. Now,
I think there were at least 2 other unsportsmanlikes, and they could probably mark off another one, but and
Bob, what do you think?
I'm not for running.
What do you think? I'm going crazy.
You're right. Have you lost your mind?
So maybe one more score won't hurt things.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't hurt anything. I mean, they already got the unsportsmanlike thing going. We might as well go ahead and punish them.
First and 10 yards to go. Now we're getting a timeout here. And I think the Yellow Jackets are taking a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah. They got to laughing in the huddle, I think is what it was.
Think that's what it was?
Call time.
We're laughing too hard to get this play off.
That's right.
54-21. Last score we got with 9 minutes to go is probably less than 9 minutes now in that Hopewell Skyline football game. So it looks like it's going to be James Monroe and Hopewell for the Conference 28 championship. Well, they represent Conference 26 and we represent 28. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
That's right.
Because it always looks like there's a...
so it would be the region championship.
Yeah, coming up for the region, yeah.
That's Conference 26 against Conference 28, which would be the region, correct?
Well, what about
you're the
bunch?
lawyer in this booth.
Well, now let me see. You know, there's still another part of the division to play. I mean, Phoebus is in the East, so.
But that would be state.
Would it be like the first round of the state?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Time flies and having a good time.
Here we go. The Yellow Jackets, just as I said, just as we said, they take a knee.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
Boy, you sound so disappointed.
No, and I tell you what, I'd fake that little knee down there, you know, AJ, he could take off so fast. He said, what is he doing?
Yeah, fake the knee.
Yeah, fake the knee, that's right.
Yellow Jackets taking a knee there, a minute 31 and counting down in this football game. They're celebrating down on the sideline. They're going to the region championship game next week. That game will be on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to give you 3 times. 1, 1:30, or 2 o'clock. That's the best we can do.
So it will definitely be a Saturday game?
Yes.
Okay.
So 3rd and 13 yards to go for the Yellow Jacket, but that's you got AJ Felton in there as quarterback now. I mean, Matt, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Matt.
I just
delay a game on JM.
Referees just won't let it go. Delay a game penalty against the Yellow Jackets. 37.6 seconds to go. Hopefully we'll get an interview with Coach Richard Survey down on the sideline. Julian Bummer, our correspondent. This big conglomerate we operate from here.
He's going to take the mic with him. There's the mic right there. I hope he's going to go.
Yep.
There we go.
So we'll get Julian to go down. Hopefully he'll get to talk with a couple of players too, Bob.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to see some guys from the D speak up a little bit.
Yep.
They really stepped up tonight.
And that's going to do it. 8 seconds. 5 seconds to go. And the Yellow Jackets will advance to the regional championship game next Saturday at Hopewell as they defeat the Brentsville Tigers here at home to advance by the score of 34-16. We'll be back to wrap it up and put a bow on it right after this timeout. Welcome back to Morris Stadium. Final score 34-16. Yellow Jackets advance to the region championship game next Saturday. And the way things look right now, 54-21, it's Hopewell leading Skyline So it should be Hopewell and James Monroe, and we'll have to go down to Hopewell to play that football game. But the Yellow Jackets coming back in a big way, Bob, in this second half, shutting out Brentsville, and they got the offense in gear and got the defense in gear as well, as we recap the scoring in tonight's football game.
Yeah, I was just looking over this, and it looks like the family Felton 5 touchdowns.
Is that right?
4 by A.J. and 1 by Matt. So that's kind of like the story of that. But anyway, Brentsville got on the board early at 7:40 with a 2-yard TD run by Deshaun Denny. Point after for 2 points was good. They took an 8-0 lead. JM answered back at 1:25 on a 24-yard TD run by A.J. Felton. That was his first of 4. Point after was good, and Brentsville took an 8-7 lead and came back at 7:25 of the second quarter with Austin Obermeyer on an 8-yard TD run with a 2-point conversion there, and Brentsville was up 16-7. Jackets answered and closed the gap a little bit at 1:23 with a 1-yard run by A.J. Felton. Point after was no good, and 16-13 was the halftime score of Brentsville. And the rest of the game was JM and the Big D, and here we go with 2:05. They took a 37-yard TD run by A.J. Felton. The point after was good, made it 20-16. First lead the Jackets had. JM scored again at 5:49 of the fourth quarter, 57-yard punt return by Matt Felton. The family Felton is showing up tonight. Anyway, the point after was good, 27-16, James Monroe. And the final score came at 4 minutes in the fourth quarter with a 14-yard TD run by A.J. Felton. Point after was good, and it made the final score James Monroe 34 and Brentsville 16.
All right, thank you, Bob. Let's go right down on the field now to Julian Bumry. Julian standing by.
Okay, down on the field with winning Hall of Fame coach Rick Survey. Coach, another win at Monroe Stadium, this time the playoff edition. Talk about the resilience of your guys, getting down early, but, making plays and ultimately getting the victory tonight.
Well, we got down early. I don't think we played the way we're capable of playing, not taking anything away from Brentsville. They had a little bit to do with that, but we just weren't ready, I don't think. And that's my fault as head coach. A lot of these kids, I think they were thinking about Hopewell. But anyway, Brentsville played a great first half. We took their best shot down by 3. We gave them our best shot in the second half and outscored them 21-0. So that's called resiliency. Yes, it is.
That's right, Coach. And it seemed like you made some adjustments halftime. When you go in at halftime, you always make adjustments. They ran the ball pretty well, but hey, man, like you said, the second half, you outscored them 21-0, and the run defense got stout. I particularly played Trayvon Lucas, Cord Lucas, those guys. And D.D. Nelson called his name several times tonight. Just talk about that adjustment at halftime and ultimately shutting Brentsville down in the second half.
Well, all we did was Griffin gets them in there, and he adjusts the defensive front. George adjusts the linebackers. We made a few minor adjustments, got our ends a little bit wider. But basically, Griffin and George got together and really put together a good game plan in the second half. Griff does a good job with that scheme and stuff. George does a good job with the techniques and the alignments. So together they make one heck of a coach. And Griff called a good game on his fronts. Better game in the second half because the kids executed in the second half. We were running by their runners in the first half. We were stunning and slanting, and we were going right by the running backs. And they did some things we weren't expecting. That's not the offense they ran in the 3 games that we had on film. It's not the defense they ran 3 games on film. So they came out with a game plan with some different things against us. It took us a while to make some changes.
And, talk about the Felton brothers, Coach. A.J. and Matt, and that connection's been going on all night. They pretty much, did your thing tonight. And A.J. got some time on defense and made a tough tackle out there. I mean, those brothers are some playmakers for you.
Those brothers are fantastic, both of them, A.J. and Matt. Matt's really quiet. A.J., they're both quiet. And they're both good kids. They're both very athletic, and we're very fortunate to have them in our program. I'm happy. They took away DJ from us tonight. They keyed on DJ. And the bottom line is that we had to have our quarterback step up, and he did, and I'm happy.
Hey, regional championship, got to go on the road next week, but your guys have played well in the roads for years in the playoffs, Coach. So we know what the motivation is to get to the semifinals of the states, but going down, what's the preparation for Hopewell next week?
Preparation is we're playing a spread team who runs the ball, dart and arrow, runs the same type of offense we run. So I think it's going to help us a little bit. Bottom line is I'll play Hopewell. I'll play in the I-95 parking lot. I don't care. I'll play them anywhere. Our kids are excited. Like I said, I don't think I did a good job. We kind of overlooked them a little bit, but next week we'll be ready. We'll play better, I promise.
Again, congratulations. Down on the field with winning Hall of Fame coach Rick Survey. Back to you, Herman K. We'll see if we can find some players tonight. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Good job next week.
All right, thank you, Julian. Down on the field with the winning coach, Richard Survey, as his Yellow Jackets advance to the region championship game next Saturday at Hopewell. Final score, Bob, in from Hopewell against Skyline, 67-28, the final score. So it's Hopewell and James Monroe, and that should be a good one next week down at Hopewell.
Yeah, I imagine the points on the scoreboard will might blow some bulbs, all right?
May have to find a extra digit line there to put some score. There might be 3-digit scoring in that football game.
Yeah.
So Hopewell putting up 67 points tonight against Skyline's 28. And let's see if Julian, he's going to get a player here, and we're going to throw it back down on the
quarterback and defensive back tonight, sophomore A.J. Felton. A.J., talk about the victory tonight. You got a chance to go both ways tonight. Just talk about the second half where you guys really picked it up on the offensive end.
We picked it up. We came in at halftime. We had to make a few adjustments on the offensive side and the defensive side. Offensively, we needed to work on the blocking because we couldn't really run as much as we could. And defensively, we just had to focus on stopping the run, and we did that in the second half, and we executed and won the game.
Hey, talk about, you've been the quarterback all year, but you got a chance to play some defense last couple of weeks because you played defense at Riverbend last week, and I know you're excited out there. That was a nice tackle on the guy you put back there. So I know it's tough, being in shape for both ways, but I know you like to play defense. Talk about that a little bit.
I like to play defense a lot. I actually came here to play defense at corner, but things happen the way they happen for a reason. So just come out here and do what I'm supposed to do and win the game.
Good job tonight, and good luck next week at Hopewell. Thank you. See if we can find a couple more players, Herman K.
All right, Julian. So Julian Bumry, a roaming sports person down on the field.
Right.
And here's the winning defensive coordinator coming up in the press box. Coach Griffin, always good to see him. Shut out the team Brentsville in the second half of tonight's ball game. What an outstanding effort by your defense, and you made the right adjustments out there. I don't know what they were, but it's something you coaches know, and we congratulate you on an outstanding defensive effort, and your defense played extremely well here.
Trying to find some more players, Herman K.
All right, Julian. And I think they're all on the bus, Julian. You're trying to find some players to talk to. And
I tell him grab a cheerleader if he has to. I see Matt Felton down there. I don't know if he's coming over to Julian or not.
Okay, Herman K., we're back on the field with the other half of the Felton connection. This is wide receiver, punt returner, do everything. Matt Felton. Matt, great game by you and brothers tonight. And, you got the victory after the slow start, but the second half you guys really turned it up. Talk about the victory tonight.
Well, first half, our defense needed to just step up. After the first half, they stepped up. We made plays and got it done.
You seem to do a good job. You're all over the field on offense and punt returning and everything. So just talk about your excitement about being here at James Monroe, part of this great football program.
It's a great feeling. The crowd, just everything. The atmosphere is a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
And good job tonight, Matt. And good luck next week at Hopewell. Thank you very much. That's a wrap down on the field, Coach. Sir, Herman K. to cut the lights off on us. But again, the Yellow Jackets resilient in the second half tonight, shutting out Brentsville and heading to Hopewell next week for the Region 3A Championship. Back to you.
all right, Julian, thanks a lot. When they cut the lights out, that means you've gone just a minute too long.
Yeah, that's right. That lets you know, right?
So that final score, once again, from Orange Stadium, 34-16. Yellow Jackets advance to the regional championship game next week against Hopewell. That game will be right here on Channel 83 and RegionalWebTV.com. So that's going to wrap it up for us here in Morris Stadium. For Bob Blackburn and for Jim and for Chuck, I'm Herman Kay saying so long from Morris Stadium.